what happened. Guys, I'm pregnant. Like, no fertility medicine or anything. I'm gonna show you guys, okay? Okay, guys, it literally went on there, and it went like so fast. Look how dark it is. I have no idea how far along I am because I haven't had a period since December, and then I took a pregnancy test in like the middle of December, or wait, no, I didn't get my period in December is what it was. And I took like 2 or 3 pregnancy tests, and Matt kept saying, you're not pregnant, like, you need to calm down. And January, I didn't have my period yet this month either, and I've been feeling sick every single morning, and it hasn't been like enough to make me like throw up. Hang on. So it hasn't been enough to make me throw up or anything, but every morning I've been like super sick to my stomach. Oh my god. And I've been having like bad headaches, and I haven't had headaches since my heart surgery. And then yesterday I was like, we were out and about getting stuff, you know, for his going away party and everything, and I literally was like so sick to my stomach I couldn't even eat. I literally took like 2 bites of my fish and I was done, and Matt's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, no, I'm serious, like, I'm so nauseous, like I can't eat. And that happened to me the other day too. And then I noticed, like 2 days ago, I noticed that whenever I had ravioli. I mean, because I was so nauseous, I felt like, you know, maybe my body's just worn out, I need to eat some more. Like, or not eat more, but I need to eat right now. So we happen to have these canned raviolis, which we never buy, but we had them, and they were still good because the little girl that I used to watch, they were hers. So I ate them, and they were just like bland, like they had absolutely no taste. So I was like, well, that's weird. And I checked on them, and you know, they were still good and everything. So I was like, that's weird. Then I got pizza rolls, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat some pizza rolls. And the same thing. I had like 4 or 5 of them, and then I couldn't eat. I was so freaking like nauseous, and I've really been just like trying to tell myself, Rebecca, you're not pregnant, you need to calm down. But the only time I've ever woke up sick or been sick at night, like, I've been pregnant 3 times, guys, and I've had 3 miscarriages, and I'll make a whole separate video. I actually wasn't recording this because I thought it was going to be negative, so I'm going to do another one live for you guys because I had some urine left, because I literally just did this like 2 minutes ago. I mean, like, as soon as it went on there, it lit up positive. Like, I walked out to throw the box away that it was in, and I came back in, and I was like, oh my gosh, and it's dark, so I know that I'm like a lot further along than, I don't know. Honest to God, I do not know. Like, I'm freaking out right now because my doctors said it would basically be impossible for me to ever get pregnant without fertility medicine, and God's prayer works. Like I said, I'll make a whole separate video about like my pregnancy journey and infertility and stuff, but I've had 3 miscarriages already, and I just have felt so strongly in my heart that God was going to give us a child in 2017, and I've just been thanking God for this child, and, you know, not knowing if it was going to happen, just, you know, believing. And so I'll just give you like a brief thing. Like, ever since I was 18 years old, I have not had like a normal period. Like, I could go like 3 months, 6 months to a year with no period at all. And you know, I never cared about it because I wasn't married. I wasn't trying to have kids or nothing. And then when I got married, you know, we had tried for like a year and I didn't get pregnant, and I had recorded all of my periods, and of course they were months and months apart, and so I had fertility medicine and I got pregnant right away. And, but like I said, I had 3 miscarriages. After the second one, they had did a bunch of blood work and said that I had a blood clotting disease. And so the last time that I was pregnant, I had to take like all these shots and everything, and I still miscarried. And, forward back to December 2015, when we found out everything that was going on with my heart doctor really feels like that contributed to it. And my last heart doctor's appointment, which was like, I went obviously in December to up in Mayo Clinic, but before that time, probably about 4 months ago, because I'm supposed to see him in May. So let's see. Yeah, I think I seen him in like October, November, something like that. And he gave us the okay to have kids, and I'm gonna get to hopefully surprise Matt, because he doesn't know. He's in bed sleeping already. His surprise party's tomorrow. And I've been honestly dreaming, not like dreaming, but like thinking how I was gonna tell him if I ended up finding out that I was. And he had made a comment, because I told him, I said, Matt, I said, I really do want to be pregnant before you go to boot camp, because if he gets deployed, he won't be able to come home for the birth. And I said, Matt, I really want to be pregnant before you leave. And he said, Rebecca, I really don't want you to be, because if you lose the baby, or if you have to, give birth before I'm out of boot camp, or like, because his boot camp is like 13 weeks. He comes home for 2 weeks, and then he leaves again for 2 months. And, if he was to, be gone all that time, and say like they had to take the baby earlier and they wouldn't let him come home, he would be so devastated for that. But he said the biggest thing was that if I miscarried while he was in boot camp, that he said that he would have a really hard time coping with that. And obviously, for boot camp, like, he needs to be, he needs to stay focused. I'm gonna set y'all down, sorry. So, yeah, like, he needs to stay, like, focused. And, I totally agree with that. And, sorry, I don't think this is too short. I don't know if that's gonna work either. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna have to hold it. I was trying to make it to where, like, because I know I'm probably shaking. But he had mentioned that he didn't want me to get pregnant while he was in boot camp, because if I did miscarry or something was to happen, and like, say I would have to be in the hospital, and couldn't come to his graduation, or something was wrong with the baby, he emotionally wouldn't be able to handle that. And I think in my heart video that I have taped it already. I just haven't finished editing it and everything. But in that, I kind of talk about how with the previous miscarriage, Matt had a very, very hard time coming back from that emotionally, because we had already heard the heartbeat like 3 times. I mean, because with my high risk and everything, they had already done, I was almost 4 months pregnant, and I mean, they were doing ultrasounds almost every week. So, like, he was so emotionally, it took him a long time to bounce back from that. And so he said that he wouldn't be able to handle it if I wrote him and told him that I miscarried. And I told him, I said, well, Matt, I won't tell you, And he said, well, I'm going to be asking you for updates in the letters, and when you don't give me updates, he said, I'm going to figure it out. So I was like, I respect that. Well, I've been hinting around to him, like, if I found out that I was pregnant before you leave, would you want to know? And he was like, yeah. And I said, well, would you be mad if I didn't tell you? And he's like, yeah, probably so. And I was like, well, I thought you didn't want to know, And he said, you're not pregnant, Rebecca. He said, you need to calm down. Like, you're not pregnant. Like, you always think you're pregnant. And it's not that, like, I always think I'm pregnant. It's just, I really wanted kids by the time I was 30. Honestly, I wanted kids way before I was 30. And just with everything that has happened. It's just been really hard on my body. I already had 3 DNCs, and it's just been hard on me, like, physically, emotionally, mentally, and, I am a shorter person, so when you gain weight, like, I always gain weight in my stomach and my face, which y'all can still see, like, my liver is down to normal size. That's why they gave us the okay to go ahead and have kids, but it is, like, I still haven't lost all the weight from the water and everything, which I kind of talk about that in the heart video, like what happened with that and everything. So, I always, like, every pregnancy, I started chilling extremely quickly. And, I don't know, something in me was like, you're pregnant. Like, I've been waking up every single day so nauseous. And it would last for sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes last like 2 hours. But, I don't know, guys, like, I'm freaking out right now. Like, I'm freaking out because I have no idea how far along I am, because honestly, I started Googling, can you get pregnant without having a period? Because I haven't had a period since, November. I didn't have my period in December, and I didn't have my period in January. So, which I know January is not over, but usually, oh, that's another thing. I was talking about it earlier. Guys, I'm so, like, right now, it's not even funny. Okay, so, like, I said, like, pretty much when I was 18, then on, like, my periods were everywhere. So, like, his parents have really been praying for us to be able to have a kid, and for me not to have fertility medicine, for me not to have, what else was it? For me to start having my periods regularly, because whenever I did get pregnant on the fertility medicine, they had to give me medicine to make me have a period, and then on top of that, I would take fertility medicine. And so, like, his parents, and we were praying too, but his parents were really praying about it. And in March of 2016, I started having a period every single month, the exact same time. And guys, that hasn't happened since I was 18 years old. So right there, I knew that was God. And then in December, when my period didn't come, and then I took, like I said, pregnancy test, I was so upset. Like, I thought, here my body is out of whack again. Like, I went from March 2016 all the way to December 2016, and here I am. No, I'm not pregnant, and I'm not, having my period, and I was really upset about it. And then I thought, maybe with everything emotionally, like with Matt leaving and stuff, I thought maybe my body's just emotionally drained and out of whack and stuff. And so I haven't taken a pregnancy test, but this one's in January. But, like, in December, I took several. And, like, even, like, after Christmas, I don't think I've taken one in January. I think it was just, like, the very end of December. And they were negative, and I had told one of my friends, and she was like, oh, well, she's like, check again. And I was like, girl, I'm telling you, like, I've taken them, like, weeks apart. Like, I'm not pregnant. And so when January came around and I didn't get my period, I was just so upset, because I was like, God answered that prayer. I had my period that entire time, every single month, the same time, and that's not happened since I was 18 years old, and now this is happening, so yeah, I was really upset, and I was really bummed out, and so I was just taking this tonight, and so I'm gonna talk to Matt's mom tomorrow and ask her, because they will, like, I'm not telling any of my family. Like, I told him that when we did get pregnant, I actually didn't even want to tell his mom, but since she knows him better than anyone and he's leaving, I'm going to ask her opinion on this, if I should keep it a secret, and then at his graduation, my stomach will be really big, and I already had planned to get a shirt, like, if I found out I was pregnant after he left, to get a shirt that said, my daddy's a Marine, what's yours, or something like that. So I don't know, like, I'm gonna ask his mom if I should tell him or if I should keep it a secret. Just because, like, if something was to happen, which, I have a peace about it. I've never gotten pregnant on my own, ever. And, y'all seen it, it's, like, bright. like, no mistaken. And I'm going to do one right now with you guys, like, live. So, hang on. Okay, guys. So, it is obviously clear. So, let's see. Sorry, guys. My hands are, like, shaking. Hang on. I can't even see. Like, I'm just trying to do this in the camera. There we go. See what I mean? 2 lines right off the bat before it's even done processing. Guys, I can't begin to tell you. I put too much urine in that one, I think. It's kind of, maybe not. Guys, I'm serious. I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am. Like, I don't even know what to say or do. I'm gonna call my godmom. I tell her everything. Alright. Alright, guys, stay tuned. We love you guys. Sit down, Diesel.
What is this?
What do you think it is?
I don't know. What is it?
It's a pregnancy test.
You're pregnant?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
I swear to God.
For real?
Yeah.
Like how far?
Like 11 weeks already.
You serious?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the doctor?
No. I just found out last night.
How do you know you're 11 weeks pregnant?
Because you go by your last period, and my last period was in November.
Seriously?
Yeah. That's why I've been so sick. Let him see it. Can you believe it?
No.
No fertility medicine, like, I was so battling on whether to tell you or not, or to just wait until your graduation. Would you have been mad?
Are you sure it's accurate?
Matt, that's 2 of them. I videotaped it. Like, the lines came up before it even was, like, all the way down through the thing.
What do you think?
What I said, you're pregnant. I bet you. I bet you.
No.
Yeah, I bet you. Don't tell me. I bet you. I felt it when you walked in that door. I bet you. I bet you. I told you.